Howdy, folks. It's your good friend, Hillbilly Scribbs, back with you for another one of these here episodes of The Truly Bizarre World, right here exclusively on the Feeding the Monster podcast feeds YouTube's channel. And, it's kind of nice to be back in the captain's seat here. I feel like the last few episodes, I really haven't been around that much. Do got to give a little bit of a shout out to my buddy Old Whiskey that I met out west. And, I think he did a pretty good job with the last couple shows, but I am back. And, not just for any show, this is actually a pretty important show. We're going to be starting a brand new series today. And, it's been a while since we did a series of Truly Bizarre Worlds. So this is going to be the first one, and it's a super special series that we're doing. As many of y'all know, we've got a special holiday coming up next month. So we're going to actually start a countdown with this episode leading up to a big episode on the 31st of the October. And as all of y'all, or maybe not all of y'all, but as many of y'all know, that is ITBD, International Truly Bizarre Day. So, we're going to get this party started, and every episode between now and then is going to, tie into ITBD in one way or another. So this is going to be a whole lot of fun. I hope y'all enjoy it. Now, to kick things off, we're going to start off with a very special episode dealing with weird science and the weird scientist responsible for it. Episode 17, Real Life Mad Scientist. Now, folks, there have been several truly bizarre scientists throughout history. You've got your Da Vinci's, you've got your Hughes, you've got your Musks, you've got your Frankensteins, and you've got, that weird little dude from the opening credits of Robot Chicken. Now, today we're going to focus on two weird scientists who are often cited as being the inspiration for author Mary Shelley's quote-unquote work of fiction, Frankenstein. Now, the first cat we're going to talk about today was Italian physicist Giovanni Aldini. Now, this feller's life dream was to use science to become a reanimator, or, as they're sometimes called, a necromancer. And to this end, he strived to bring the dead back to life. Now, all of his research and hard work led to a fateful experiment in 1803 using the newly discovered tool of electricity. Now, Aldini was able to procure the body of convicted and sentenced and recently executed murderer George Foster for the experiment. At the Royal College of Surgeons, he attached electrodes to all of Foster's corpse, like everywhere. And once everything was ready, they flipped the switch, and those in attendance were shocked. See what I did there? Anyway, for the next couple hours, it appeared that the corpse continuously winked at everybody with his left eye. Know what I'm saying? And also made puckery, kissy lips at everyone like this. And, that's kind of bizarre. Also, it was reported by some in attendance that although the corpse did not rise, its manhood did. And after the experiment was over, Aldini didn't so much do more experimentations with necromancy, but it is believed that he switched gears and focused more on the new study of necrophilia. Now, much of his later work is pure conjecture on my part. I don't know. You can't find any of the papers anywhere. They're reportedly all locked up in the subterranean vaults of the Vatican. Now, where Aldini's experiment is cited as being a big inspiration, most likely for the monster in Mary Shelley's book, The next guy is pretty much the reason that I don't consider that book a work of fiction at all. Here's a let's get to know this guy. His name is Johann Conrad Dippel. Now, Dippel was a German scholar, theologian, physicist, alchemist, and an occultist. He was actually born in the real-life Frankenstein's castle right there in Germany. Dippel spent many years traveling across Europe, doing adventuring and teaching and studying, spending time in prison for heresy. You know, all the normal stuff that scientists do. During his travels, he actually created an oil that he named Dippel's oil. And it's actually believed to be the mysterious elixir of life from legend. And this was a fabled potion able to bring about immortality. Now, later in his life, Dippel returned to Castle Frankenstein to continue his research and his studies and his experimentations. Here's where stuff gets really weird, where stuff truly gets bizarre. What I'm about to tell you, it's true. I looked it up, and it's pretty unbelievable. Now, these details that I'm about to pass on to you were passed down over the course of 3 to 4 generations orally there in that area of Germany around Castle Frankenstein. Now, this stuff was actually told, and this is the part I didn't believe when I first read it. I had to look up a couple of places to fact check it. But Mary Shelley's mother, no, I'm sorry, Mary Shelley's stepmother, who they affectionately called Goose, or Stepmother Goose, was told this stuff by the real-life brothers Grimm. I know, weird, right? So what they told her was, and this is all stuff that had been passed down orally in that area, what they told her was that Dippel, according to local lore and legend, was known to exhume bodies from nearby cemeteries while he was staying in Castle Frankenstein. And he experimented on these bodies with his elixir of life and also with electricity that he harnessed from lightning. Sounds a little familiar, right? Now, through the course of these experiments, local lore and legend says that he created a monster from the dead matter he had exhumed there at Castle Frankenstein. Now, all of this supposedly happened about 100 years before Aldini's experiment. So this was in the early 1700s. So once again, this makes me ask the question, why is Mary Shelley's book in the fiction section at my local library? Now, if you've got a story or a topic idea for the truly bizarre world, the best thing to do is to download the Anchor app onto your mobile device. And you can go on there and look up the Feeding the Monster podcast feed and leave us a voice message. And, you know, it's just like making a phone call and leaving a message, except for you only got a minute to do it. And you know what? That's actually a good thing because it keeps the super secret government agencies from tracking your calls. That is right. And you can also leave comments, questions, or topic suggestions for future shows right down there in the comments section of this video. So do it, and you might just be a part of a future episode of The Truly Bizarre World. Now, I hope y'all enjoyed the show today. We're going to be doing shows kind of like this for the next few weeks till we get to International Truly Bizarre Day. I can't wait. It's like my favorite holiday. And, you know, also, in the meantime, feel free to check out all of our other stuff here on the Feeding the Monster YouTube's channel. We got a lot of great content. And also check out our stuff over on the podcast feed. A lot of great stuff there. We pretty much have something for everyone. So check it out. And you know, until the next time I see y'all, you know what to do. Y'all keep it real. Y'all keep it weird. And y'all keep it glorious.